We're going to be talking about the power of insurance. What is insurance about?
Insurance is basically a form of risk management. Night when we are going to sleep, you lock the doors and the windows. Otherwise, them locally out there should just go and sleep in the open. After all, the Lord keeps his own.
Yeah, he that watches over Israel.
Exactly.
Does
Shall
not
not sleep,
slumber.
no slumber.
Yeah.
But after praying and shandering,
You still shut the
you
doors.
shut the door and lock the windows. And there is a difference between you having your money in a bank and having an insurance policy. But when you go to borrow in a bank, please ask, is my loan insured?
Yeah.
And if they do not have an insurance, don't borrow from that person because they will come after you. I have seen families changed because a family owner took insurance. My biggest claim payout in life was a payout of about 1.2 billion. So the first point you need to start with is to take a life policy. There's a myth there. Say, me, I'm young. I'm not going to die now. Why should I take a policy? Take a policy now because when you're young, you pay very little money. When you get old like me or like Pastor here, that 10,000 could scale to 50,000 per month.
You were born for a purpose, and those rest set before you. Run it with precision and intent. Breathe, dream, act, and believe. If not now, then when? And if it's not us, then who? Welcome to Destiny Matters, the English edition. And now your host, Pastor Charles Kasibante.
I'd like to welcome you all to Destiny Matters today. This is the day the Lord has made. We shall be glad and rejoice in this day. You listen to Uganda's biggest Christian content provider, Destiny Matters. And we've been talking on a range of things here on this telecast. Recently, we've just been talking about the prophetic and so many things that pertain to life and to our Christian walk. Today, we're going to talk about something that is people may not think is really a spiritual matter, but it's very, very important to our day-to-day living. We're going to be talking about the power of insurance. What is insurance about? And I'm so glad to be joined by a gentleman who's been in the insurance world for a long time. He is the managing director of NIC Insurance Company. We are glad to have with us today Mr. Anthony Joseph Lubandi. We are very glad to see you, man of God. Thank you for allowing to come. I don't think men of God are only prophets and pastors, but you are also in your right in the marketplace, a man of God.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're carrying out purposes of God in that way.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, when we're on the show, we talk about purpose and destiny.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so people shouldn't just think that it's eventually just about the spirit, but also what we do in the marketplace. So in that way, you are an ambassador of Christ. He's a God-fearing man, is born again, but he wants to talk to us about the importance of insurance and what is available there. Why shouldn't you be scared of insurance? Why you should have to insure your life and your family, etc. But let him first look into that camera and greet us. Greet the audience here at Destiny Matters.
All right. Thank you, Pastor, and your team. I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
My name is Lubandi.
Yeah.
You can add Anthony and Joseph. And I serve as the current managing director at the NIC group,
Yes, sir.
an insurance group. But also in the matters of faith, I serve in Worship Harvest Ministries,
Okay.
the Mukono Church.
Yeah.
And I serve under Pastors Chris and Lynette in Subuga.
Okay.
So I'm not just active in the marketplace, but also in church.
In church. And I think that is awesome stuff. We'll talk about that also at some point. It's very important how we Christians also have to be able to represent Christ in the marketplace.
Oh, yes.
And don't be ashamed of the name,
Yeah,
of the gospel and of who we are.
exactly.
Yeah. Because Papa says I'm more than just a pulpit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can be relevant in the marketplace and still represent Christ. Yeah. Pastor Mose and the Worship Harvest, we send you greetings. Yeah. We love Worship Harvest, and a few of them have been here before on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
How long have you been in insurance?
Wow. I've been in insurance. My association with insurance starts in 2004.
Okay.
2004, right after I came out of school in 2000. So I've been associated with insurance since then.
Wow.
I was kind of like an auditor for an insurance group from 2004, and then in 2010, I joined an insurance company now to serve as an employee proper now.
Okay.
Of an insurance company since then.
Almost 16 years.
Yeah.
Fully and busy.
Yes.
And you've grown into the ranks now. You are leading the teams.
Yeah. I started, like I've said, as an auditor. Then in 2010, I became a CFO, Chief Finance Officer. And in 2023 now, I became the Managing Director, CEO, Chief Executive Officer. So yes, I've come through the ranks.
NIC has been here like forever.
Yes.
You guys have been in the market like for the longest time I've heard of insurance. Yeah, you are the old guys in the market. Yeah, everybody else is new.
Yeah, we've been there since 61 or thereabout. And yeah, we've been pushing insurance. Of course, the insurance that was done then
is different.
It's very different.
Yeah.
The way we are doing insurance now, it has evolved worldwide.
Yeah.
And even in Uganda here.
But insurance is not a thing that Ugandans have grasped very much. Do you struggle to sell the concept?
Yeah. We've been struggling to get Ugandans to pay for insurance. But Ugandans have been doing insurance for as long as Uganda has existed. And I'm going to explain.
Yeah.
There's been a lot. In fact, insurance is enshrined in our culture and practice. The only difference is we had never come out to say what you're doing is called
insurance. How so?
Before I answer that, the question should be, what is insurance? So that people can understand and maybe relate to what they are doing, which
sounds like insurance.
Exactly.
But they don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Insurance is basically a form of risk management. Now, what is risk? Risk is that possibility that a bad thing could happen to you
anytime.
At any time.
Yeah.
That possibility. Yes, we are Christians.
But we fire bad things.
Exactly. We say fire upon a bad thing. But bad things still do happen.
Yeah.
So when you foresee or plan for a bad thing happening, you are actually doing a form of insurance.
Yeah.
In the traditional spaces, when we lose somebody, at least where I come from, in the village, you see people come together, the neighbors will come. Somebody will bring some firewood, somebody will bring some food. Your neighbors will bring chairs and help you to prepare.
Yeah.
That is a form of collective insurance, actually, to help a family which has lost somebody to carry the burden of sending off their loved one. That is insurance. When in a wider family, when somebody is gone, Sometimes the uncles come and pick up the children
Yeah.
and go educate them or feed them or clothe them. That is actually insurance. It is responding to a risk that happened, to an eventuality. So insurance, for as long as you are anticipating a bad thing and doing something about it, it is a form of insurance. Yeah. Many times when you sit in your car, you put on your seatbelt. Why? It's not just because the cop will get you on the road.
For most Ugandans, right? But in a wider...
But that seatbelt helps should
in
an
case.
accident happen.
Yeah. In fact, some people will not know the value of that seatbelt until
it happens.
Yeah. So they'll be like, I wish I put on the seatbelt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At night when we are going to sleep, you lock the doors and the windows. Mm-hmm. That's actually a form of risk management. Otherwise, the locally out there should just go and sleep in the open. After all, the Lord keeps his own.
Yeah, he that watches over Israel.
Exactly. Shall not sleep, no slumber.
Yeah.
But after praying and shandering,
you still shut the doors.
Shut the door and lock the windows. That is risk management.
Yeah.
That's insurance.
Yes, sir.
You are ensuring that bad thing
that might happen,
which
you don't even have a plan for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Should not happen
but
to you.
Yes.
You've done some sort of. So insurance actually is anticipating a bad thing that might happen and taking steps to do something about it. So now the different forms of those things that we do now form what we call the insurance policies and products that we sell.
You're talking about your personal experience with the insurance.
Yeah.
Before, when we were having a pre-short conversation, and you talked about something that was really strange, that you began to pay education insurance for a child you did not have yet.
Yes. I took educational cover for my children that I did not have.
But that is not even
at the time.
I think that's not even being a pessimist. I think that's being optimistic.
Optimistic and forward planning.
Is thinking that one day the kids will come.
Yes, because I knew that I would have children, and at some point those children would need school fees.
Yeah.
So I went to one of the insurance companies at the time and got a policy at 22 years. When that policy matured, it had value of about $20,000.
Wow.
So the children are set at the very least for that value. Should I cease to exist today?
Should you go to the Lord?
Yes.
Which also one day somehow we shall go.
All of us will go. It's just a matter of
That's a hard truth, though.
Yes.
I tell people that even David, who said, I shall not die.
Exactly.
Eventually, he did what?
He died. So insurance is not a form of having less faith in our Lord.
Yeah.
No. It is actually using the wisdom that the Lord has given us to manage the resources that we have, to plan, to foresee the future. The Bible says a righteous man, I'm paraphrasing, leaves wealth,
my God,
to his children's children.
Yeah.
How will you do that if one of the things that you do is not insurance? How?
Yeah.
A modern Christian right now, Pastor, of the many things that you do, you must have an insurance, a formal insurance policy. Yes, you can have land. Where I come from, the ministry I subscribe to, for us, it is a must. For as long as you are above 18, you must buy land.
In the church?
Yes.
It is preached.
We preach and even force youths to go out and start buying land. Because if you don't do that, them locally will stay faithful, but will not do that. So we force you, say, go and deposit on land and bring your receipt. Let me see it.
Wow.
Yeah? So,
and they become accountable to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, amazing.
Say, you started on land, but you how far have you moved?
18.
As a form of insurance as well.
Yeah.
How will you leave your children's children if you don't start doing things like that now? The modern Christian person of today, you can have land, you can have businesses, you can be blessed with so much, but one of the financial assets you must have is an insurance policy. You could ask why. And there is a difference between you having your money in a bank and having an insurance policy.
Okay. So what's the difference?
Okay. If I took an insurance policy against my life and say, Mr. Insurer, if I die today, give my family 200 million. As soon as I die, the insurance company pays. If you had that 200 million in a bank, if I had it in the bank and I lost my life today, it could take up to 6 months, maybe even a year,
Even more.
for my family to access that money.
Yeah.
Because
And sometimes even if if they're not aware.
Exactly. They may not even be aware that
Yeah.
of the many accounts I have, a certain account had money. They will not be aware.
Yeah.
So they have to go through the process, administrator general, who, before they can eventually access that money. But if you took a policy and said, Mr. Insurer, if I lost my life today, you see, you name a beneficiary, you say, my wife is a beneficiary, or my son. As soon as your wife or your son informs the insurance company that, Lubandi went, within 14 days, or at the most within 1 month,
Yeah.
the family is paid.
And those are the life policies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about motor policy? If you had a car and you took a motor comprehensive policy,
Yeah.
and something happened to your car, if it is stolen, the insurance company is bound to replace a new vehicle.
But also, I think in Uganda you have to address the idea. Most people pay only the third party policy because the traffic man is going to ask you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But even that third party, most people don't enforce their rights under third party. There is so much benefit embedded in a motor third party insurance. Like you said, they just do it for the sake of the cop on the road.
Yeah.
But there is value there that could go up to 50 million if you got to know what exactly you are paying for. When you knock somebody, don't run or don't rush to say, Jangu tutese, let's talk.
Yeah.
No. Just say, you know what, my insurer will deal with this. And call your insurer and say, Mr. Insurer, I have knocked somebody.
So third party takes care, it covers who?
It covers everyone that you've injured.
The third party.
The third party.
Okay.
Except yourself.
But
most
people
don't know.
So yeah.
And you're giving the guy 200,000, and yet your insurer should pick up that bill. That's where we make money.
Yeah.
Because you come and buy, for example, a policy like that, and you don't even claim against it.
Yeah, you never ever follow up.
No, you never follow
So
up.
if you own the car for 10 years and you're
Exactly.
paying insurance 70,000 a year,
you will have left your insurer with 700,000.
untouched.
And yet,
Yeah.
you bash or you are bashed, and you could have gotten maybe over 7 million out of that insurance policy.
Yeah.
So programs like this, Pastor, programs like Destiny Matters help to demystify and to teach our audience your right and goodness that you enjoy when you take
Insurance.
Insurance.
Yeah. Vis-a-vis having your money on the account somewhere seated.
Yeah.
And some people, because of dysfunctional homes, the wife never even knows the money is there.
Exactly.
You know, kangi.
I have seen in my entire life as an insurer stories that I could come here and tell you until the roosters come
Yeah.
home. I have seen families changed because a family owner took insurance. My biggest claim payout in life, in my entire insurance life, was a payout of about 1.2 billion.
Yours personally?
No, not mine.
Paying
I'm
somebody.
paying out.
Okay.
Yeah, of course I can't name the names because of confidentiality.
Yes.
But a father just came and took cover and said, should life happen, put this, he called it small money.
Yeah.
Give this small money to wherever. 4 months after, the guy lost his life.
Really?
We were following up and said, why isn't, let me use Lubandi. Why isn't Lubandi paying his
monthly,
premiums?
yes, premiums.
Then they said, Lubandi, you fat that one music. Said, hey, okay. The wife was named as the beneficiary. Please come, there is a small check. We paid 1.2 billion. The woman first collapsed at the office and cried for 1 hour.
I tell you.
Then after, we gave her a transfer.
The true funeral happened that day.
Exactly.
This was a good man.
Exactly. So, brothers and sisters and followers of Destiny Matters, of the many things that you do for your own financial planning, take an insurance policy. And there are many products. If you're in business, take stock insurance. Your shop could burn down tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're not saying it's going to happen, but it could. And your insurer will replace the value of your stock. If you have children that go to school, go and buy a school fees or called an education policy for your children.
Yeah.
If you are borrowing money, even if you are borrowing it from pastor here, pastor insists that the person you are lending your 1 million should first go get an insurance cover of the 1 million. It pays 10,000 shillings.
You even have that?
Yeah. Walk into an insurance company and say, I have borrowed 1 million shillings. In case I lost my life today without paying back, please pay back my borrowers.
But you see, the funny thing is that when you go to banks to get all these commercial loans and what, we actually pay insurance.
Oh, yes.
But the thing is, the bank, the dealer will deal with the insurance company. Me, as the one who's taking the loan, I even have no idea that my loan is actually insured.
Yeah. Okay, that's good and bad, but let's dwell on the good.
Yeah.
The good is that the bank is foreseeing that something could happen to this person
if you don't pay,
who has taken somebody's money, our money.
Yeah.
So they insure your life with the insurance policy. So when you lose your life, the bank will not come after your estate or your family. They will go to insurance. So your family is saved from the burden of
paying your debts.
Paying your debt and losing you. It would be a double tragedy.
Yeah.
So at least suffer with the loss of a loved one, but let the asset, maybe if it was a boda or you took to buy a house, that asset should be preserved.
Yeah.
That's the value of insurance. But when you go to borrow in a bank, please ask, is my loan insured?
Yeah.
And if they do not have an insurance, don't borrow from that person because they will come after you.
But I feel like we should put the blame on you guys.
Oh yes, and we entirely
carry
that blame.
You've not educated us very well.
We've not engaged well.
Yeah.
And also by not engaging and educating, we are losing money on the table. Because if we did educate the way we are doing now, it means we might get many more people buying insurance.
Yeah.
So now the government, if you look at our National Development Plan 4, there's a component for financial services and specifically insurance. There's now a deliberate government move to encourage insurers to go out more into the marketplace and teach like we are doing now. My people where I come from at NIC are logging this as part of our educating, and I thank you for inviting us to Destiny Matters.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of programs like this. A clip will be got and submitted somewhere.
And we're going to make sure that we have you for a Luganda version.
Oh yes, I'll be happy. I've also heard that the Education Ministry is part of the changes that they are planning is to make insurance a full-fledged part of the curriculum now in business studies, right from maybe as low as primary and secondary school, as a way of helping our Ugandans understand the value
Yes.
that exists in
Yeah.
in
Insurance is something very powerful because a lot of people haven't yet comprehended its magnitude, but many things that happen to us would be easily handled if we were insured. You think about nations which have got natural disasters. Yeah.
Let me speak to the diaspora people right now. There's one of us who lost his life in Abu Dhabi sometime in December. A young man from Arua. He was, I think, delivering food or something, and he was bashed by a speeding vehicle. We paid, I think, an equivalent of 35 million to his parents in Arua. To show you the magnitude of this, I think this was a family that had never seen
Even a
money
million.
to that.
Yeah. At once.
Because the young man was wise enough to take cover when he was leaving, the family was able to, not to replace his life, because life is irreplaceable, but there was a value of about 35 million, up to and including us repatriating the body from there. They didn't have to pay that 15 million. Hiring, what do you call them? The funeral guys, and doing a decent send-off. And you know how much this brother was paying a month? 10,000 shillings. 10,000.
So let me ask. So Adi was he able to? Adi saved that amount?
It was not a saving. It is insurance is not saving.
Okay. Adi paid up those premiums.
Yes, he had paid 10,500 shillings per month as cover. Now that is the second case I'm talking about here. First, I've told you the lady who went away with 1.2 billion because the husband did. Now this is a family we extended. In fact, the total value was 55 million. Because 15 million to bring back the body, 5 million to handle the decent send-off, and the cash of about maybe 30, another 35.
Let me ask a very human question.
Yes.
So insurance companies, do they carry that level of integrity that they will follow up to the core? When me, the insurance holder, I'm gone.
Okay. If an insurance company does not pay you your claim, what government does now is as extreme as cancelling the license that we have. The license of an insurance company in Uganda right now is 12 billion a year for a property insurer or a general insurer, and 9 billion for a life insurance. So if I fail to pay 1 million or 100 million,
you're risking,
and I'm risking a 9 billion shillings license, it no longer makes sense. So government has aligned us over the last 10 years now by putting a mechanism where you can actually escalate a failure to pay of an insurance company through what we call the Insurance Complaints Bureau. Please look it up online. It has even toll-free lines. You just call and say, I am a customer of such and such an insurance company, and my insurance company has not paid me. Oh, those guys will come down hard on us. So all of us are so quick not to lose that kind of investment over small.
So some of the modes in which you can tell this person is not committing anymore, probably they died.
Yeah.
Is that how you find out?
Okay. The way we find out is that we see that you are no longer contributing your premiums monthly. Then we call your next of kin to find out. But also as a learning moment, when you buy an insurance policy, we give you a certificate which shows that you have a contract with an insurance company. Don't keep that contract in your safe. That's where most people make errors. Give it your named beneficiary, or give it to a person who has your will, so that amongst the things you are willing to your estate or to your loved ones, is an insurance policy.
Yeah.
When you go and keep it or hide it where no one will know, your family will not enjoy the benefits which you intended for them. So when you buy an insurance policy, get that policy document. If it's a husband, now like me, my wife knows where all my insurance policies are. He knows. We have insurance policies in NIC where I work, but we have insurance policies in other companies where I was before I came to NIC.
Yeah.
So when I lose my life right now, after she has finished burying me and crying properly, she will get those policies and go to each one of those insurance company. 20 million here, 100 million here, 10 million here, 5 million here. And all those insurance companies will pay money so that life can continue.
Yeah.
So it's a learning moment. Buy the policy first. Take the insurance. But after you do, get that policy and keep it with somebody who will respond when you're not there.
Yeah. And statistics have proven that men die faster than women.
Oh, yes. Unless in Uganda here.
So husbands need to know where to put the
Yes.
policy. And I think literally, if your family misses you, the best way you can be sure they'll find peace.
Yes.
Is one time is to know that there's a policy there of at least 200 million somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Somehow it's comforting.
It's comforting.
Yeah. It is your way of comforting them in your loss.
It's actually,
This is a very difficult conversation, but we have to talk about it. I'm here with the MD of NIC Insurance, and we're going to be coming back after this break. Your own destiny matters.
Enjoy Destiny Matters English edition every Thursday at 10 a.m. Net Destiny Matters Yoruganda kusawa satwezechiro, and a repeat on Tuesday 2 p.m. here on Rest TV. Catch us also on our YouTube handle Destiny Matters and on our other social media platforms.
You were born for a purpose, and those who rest set before you. Run it with precision and intent. Breathe, dream, act, and believe. If not now, then when? And if it's not us, then who? Welcome to Destiny Matters, the English edition. And now your host, Pastor Charles Kasibante.
Welcome back to Destiny Matters. You're watching us live.
yes.
If you're joining me through the podcast here on YouTube, you can subscribe and love and follow this Christian content. But also, if you're watching us on Rest TV, it's good that you're doing that. Keep following us. We have so many things lined up. Today, we are talking about insurance. Many of you are earning money. Recently, I had a couple of months ago, I had a payout, unexpected payout of insurance. And I used to do this, without even bother.
Casually.
Yeah, you have a little man on the phone, you put it. And then when they call me, they're like, hey, you have a payout. Your policy has matured. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And it's funny. Money will always be needed
Exactly.
whenever it comes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it does not matter whether you are a strong believer or not. That money can sort a lot of things.
Yeah.
The writer of Ecclesiastes mentioned about money, and he said it sorts so many things. There's a certain version which says that. So really,
It answers all things.
yeah, part of the many things
Yeah.
that we should do, we should plan, we should forecast, should be. You cannot be blessed with so much wealth because he gives us this power to make the wealth.
Yeah.
And you do not take steps towards preserving. Otherwise, you'll have very little to leave to your children's children.
But think about that 10,500 deposit.
Yeah.
How many times do you have 10,500 in your pocket?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're going to eat a decent meal in this town,
Yeah. Hey, that is not money. That's no money at all.
I know many youths here who usually go to hang around one of the best restaurants around here.
Yeah.
And a single meal is 5 times the
Exactly.
10,000.
Yes.
And yet for 10,000 shillings, you are covering your life for a value of probably 55 million.
Yeah.
So the followers of Destiny Matters, after this program has ended, after you've watched it, reach out and find one of the probably 32 insurance companies in Uganda and talk to them about insurance. If the producer and my host can allow me, I can leave my number. You can call me and I'll give you a free consult.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'll be selling to you. So that you start your journey of getting an insurance company, an insurance policy.
There are several testimonies you've been sharing with us of people who have benefited from insurance. Do you have other people who can test? I mean, some of the testimonies, other than even loss of life, where people have benefited from just having insurance policies.
Exactly. I told you about myself.
Yeah.
I'm still here, and my policy has matured to that value. So my children have somewhere they're going to start. The policy has already matured, so that money, I'm just waiting to go and claim it.
Yeah.
But it is
and now
there.
they're already grown up.
Yeah. They are grown up. The money is there. It is
But
there.
but you're a man of faith. You started when you don't even have them.
Somebody had this conversation we are having with me
with you
when I was 22 or 23.
Wow.
And it made sense to me.
And that's the power of conversation.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's where Destiny Matters helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. We share these, and then the expectation that the viewers or the followers will go and have these conversations in their homes.
Yeah.
And then make the right decision.
Yeah.
There are many other policies. For example, health insurance. That is also insurance.
Yeah.
And many followers here are actually doing health insurance.
Yeah.
The way it happens is that you go pay a certain amount of money to a health insurance provider, and they will give you medical treatment, which is maybe even more than 10 times what you paid as premium. For example, a family of 6, if you decided to do it, could do, just going to use a figure, could pay maybe $1.5 million, for example. But you can get medical treatment which can go up to 200 million. If you needed a specialist surgery, if you needed extractions of teeth, if you needed eyeglasses, if you needed all these things.
So do you also insure dental services in your insurance, in health insurance?
Yeah.
Do they insure dental services?
Yeah, dental is
because
covered.
I remember when I was talking to people in America and where I don't know why they don't insure dental services.
In Uganda here we do dental, full dental, root canal, what, all that is covered.
So would you break down for someone who's unfamiliar with insurance? What does it mean to have a health insurance?
All right.
Because a lot of people leave it to companies that can pay for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's because for a long time, even as insurers, especially those that do health insurance, we are targeting corporates only, companies only.
Yeah.
But we've changed the game a bit to now even take personal health insurance. There are providers who are actually doing personal. You walk in as a single person and say, I want medical cover for me or for my family. And you'll have a conversation and you'll agree on some premiums, and they will tell you what we call limits or benefits. For maybe dental, you can only spend up to so many millions.
Yeah.
If you need glasses, you can only do so many millions. If you're doing maybe, God forbid, chronics, cancer, heart disease, what, you will do maybe up to 200 million and all that. If it's your malarias, which we call outpatients, maybe you will have up to 10 million.
Yeah.
Yet, if you didn't have that conversation and God forbid members of your family fell sick, it means you'll have to pay from your pocket all the time.
Yeah.
So, but this thing works.
And also in an instance where something has happened to you and you just can't go to work anymore.
Exactly.
But you need health cover.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's important to think in that dimension.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people have seen the people who right now is working very well.
Yeah.
and then just something happens. Yeah.
The health provider should carry some what we call permanent total disability.
So does NIC Assurance offer this?
Okay, for us, we don't do health insurance. It's a class of insurance which we do not do. But we work with certain providers of that.
Okay.
If you walked into NIC for that conversation, we will know where to point you, where you can get.
What do you guys do specifically? What is your specialty?
Life insurance, or what somebody was asking me before, what we call life assurance.
Yeah.
Then we do property insurance. Insurance is in 2 types, or maybe 3. We have the life insurance, which deals with life.
Okay.
Either loss of life or education or things pertaining life. Then we have, we call it general, but it's really property insurance, non-life.
Okay.
If you are talking about insuring a building, a car, a business, if you're in agriculture, you are insuring your agricultural things in the garden and all that. And then maybe you can add another class, which is now health insurance.
Yeah.
Okay. So for us, for now, we are doing the 2, general insurance and life insurance.
Yeah. I see a lot of government policies put compliances on insurance. So some people pay them, without a strain, or have to pay for fire, pay for all these insurances, especially if you go to get licenses, government licenses. But a lot of people are unaware or uneducated. I like what you say, that the government is trying to put a policy in schools now, so that even as our kids rise, they understand the importance of insurance. Yeah. But how would you approach a layman who literally, and many of us believers who don't want to talk about death? I shall not die, but I shall live. How would you approach them?
Declare the goodness of the Lord.
Yeah. How would you address a person who is such a novice with just the normal language? Okay. How can they, and what would be the recommendations, what kind of insurances they can start with that will be very appropriate or useful to a day-to-day person?
All right. A normal 190, a normal person, like the one watching us now, has life. So the first point you need to start with is to take a life policy. There's a myth there. Say, me, I'm young. I'm not going to die now. Why should I take a policy? Take a policy now, because when you're young, you pay very little money. I've just told you that young man was paying 10,500. When you get old like me, or like Pastor here, that 10,000 could scale to 50,000 per month.
Yeah.
So, because you have life and you're above 18, because the insurance buying age for Uganda is 18, take a life policy. Say, if anything happened to me, give my mother so much. And the insurer will tell you how much or what product you can buy. Then look at the work you do. If you're a trader, think about stock insurance. Even if you have just a mudala down the line, even if you're just a mobile money provider, there's the insurance for the mobile money guy on the street, whereby should you get bichupuli, counterfeit, if somebody has come and you've done a counterfeit transaction, your insurer replaces.
I think about it happens to them all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. They make losses.
Exactly.
Yeah. False transactions.
There's the insurance for that.
Well, for real.
If you're a teacher, your school should have insurance cover for fire, for riots of children, burglary and all that.
Yeah.
If you're a manufacturer, your machinery, your bakery, your what, machinery breakdown or fire in your workplace, there are several insurance. So life and the situations where we do life is full of opportunities for doing insurance. Sure. The advice I can give our viewers is walk into an insurance house. Do not fear. Temutia. Stop saying, That is for those who are educated. Abasoma. No.
Yeah.
Walk there and say, my name is Lubandi. I am 50 years old. I work in this place and I have this business. What insurance policy can I get? And then they will tell you. Then a lot of us insurers have toll-free lines for customers. They don't cost you anything to call. Actually, I bear the cost. Get your phone and just dial any and say, this is my name, this is my age, this is what I do. What insurance cover can I get?
Do you have those free phone numbers at
Yeah. We have them. And you will be helped.
I think we should provide one today.
Yeah. We can provide those.
Yeah.
Such that you are actually assisted.
Yeah.
Don't do life without an insurance policy. Even the churches and the places of worship, you face liability. Somebody can slip and fall during a powerful Holy Spirit session. Somebody can hit their head and you carry a public liability issue on your hands. The intention was good, but it happened during a service in the witness of very many people. And somebody hits their head and they are injured. The government will just take you to prison.
Yeah.
But if you have cover, what we call a public liability cover, you are hedging yourself. It is also wisdom. It's not doubting the Holy Spirit. It is just pure wisdom. I have heard of jurisdictions where pastor was praying for somebody and there was a certain manifestation and this person hurt their toe and they sued the church for thousands of dollars. You see, the Bible said when the children of God are assembled,
I'm telling you.
even some came
Of the
along
devil,
with them.
Satan was sent his
So
sons.
an insurance
Yeah.
policy would help. So my advice in answer, go to an insurance house or company, tell them what you do, Mr., Miss, or Mrs. Viewer who is following us right now. Let them tell you what your options are.
Yeah.
You will have started a way of helping yourself, helping your family, and helping the community.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. I think we're learning a lot from this, and somebody needs to make a decision to think about how you manage your money. You've been in the finances for a long time, an auditor, at that, a finance man. You must be having some financial knowledge. A lot of believers are deprived of the wisdom of money, and thus, hence, not even insurance, no savings, and some also bad investments. But what are some of those educational financial lessons you've learned over the years, managing money, that you can pass on over to a Christian?
Okay.
Yeah.
To the Christian following us right now, there are a couple of just simple things. I'll first talk like a Christian, then maybe like a Christian accountant or finance person. For us as Christians, the element of tithe is a non-negotiable. If you're practicing Christian, wherever you are, get into the habit of removing the 10%. Take it to your church. To a Christian watching me right now, resist the temptation. One day I will talk to that with very many practical examples. Then 2, always save 20% of every shilling that you get. It is a biblical principle. When Joseph was advising the Pharaoh, he spoke to it.
Yeah.
Take away 20. Even if somebody blessed you with the 10,000 shillings, we now have digital tools that can allow you save daily, even 500 shillings. The telecoms, on your mobile phone, even if you don't have a smartphone, there are options to save 100 shillings per day. Save 20% of everything that you get daily, monthly or annually as a must, as a habit. Then thirdly, share your money. Give something, maybe 5%. You see, why we do that is that because you live in a community, when you're seen as a generous person, you unlock opportunity for yourself, for more business. If you are running a shop, for example, somebody has come, has given you a deal of 50,000, he has bought sugar and what, and you return a sweet to the child he has come back with, there are high chances that that person will come back to your shop. And then 4, learn to spend money on yourself. It's a biblical principle which says, if your heart desires to eat meat, please go and eat meat. When you do those things, and by doing that, spending money on yourself, I'm talking about, yes, doing things personal and also investing your money. Because when you're investing, you are doing things for yourself. So, tithe, save 20%. The remainder, exercise some generosity and also invest some of that
in yourself,
but also invest in yourself.
Yeah.
When you do that, you will develop holistically as a healthy finance person. Most of the people, or maybe let me say most of the Christians, since it's a Christian show, they do one of those very well and forget everything else.
Yeah.
Maybe they take off the tithe and eat 90%. That is wrong. Take the tithe, save, then find somewhere you can invest the rest of the money. Generosity is investing in the community. Putting away money in maybe a unit trust or some finance option or in a business, that is investing for future return. And then also you eat meat and dress well to the extent that you can.
So you don't save at the expense of your own life.
No.
Like,
you could die today and leave that money.
They find you saving, like, I'm saving.
Exactly.
I'm saving.
We have heard of stories of people that lost their lives, and when we checked in their bedrooms, there was a lot of money. Yet they were living like paupers, like poor people.
Yeah.
So be a balanced person.
Yeah. So generally, and then you wanted to share with us general knowledge on finances.
Yes. Generally, there are certain practices that will help you in finance. Number 1, to the extent that you can, do not borrow money. Don't do it. But if it is unavoidable, because many times it is unavoidable.
Yeah.
You don't have the cash now, but you need that car, so you take a loan. Please be faithful in the payment of your debts and your loans. You will sleep easier when you have paid your debts.
Yeah.
That's number 1. Number 2, if you're a business person, from experience, pay your taxes. If you are in business and your business has to pay what? Taxes. Pay your taxes.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat. You will sleep easier. Otherwise, the government is now coming hard down on businesses that are not meeting their obligations.
Yeah.
Number 3, after you've paid your taxes, meet your other obligations.
That run your business.
Exactly.
In terms of government compliances. Yeah.
Pay your staff. If you do not pay your staff, the Bible says, it references us paying the workers even before the sweat dries. That's the biblical principle.
When a person comes to you,
yes,
before their sweat dries,
exactly,
you must pay
their
them.
wage has to have been paid. It's a biblical principle, but it's also a general
Yeah.
principle.
Because a lot of people actually build wealth at the expense of other people.
Exactly.
Yeah. I even read a scripture in Jeremiah, I think it's Jeremiah 31 or something.
Yes.
That a person who builds his wealth on the labor of other people.
Of other people.
Yes.
There is a sanction there.
Yeah.
I don't know if the producer can get it for
Yeah.
us.
Like it's unjustified wealth.
Exactly.
Yes. Building on without paying other people. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, if you're in business like I am, please pay your suppliers, pay your workers.
Yeah.
To the extent possible, on time. And if you're unable to do that, please explain, have a conversation.
Yeah.
And say, guys, we are having a bit of stress,
Yeah.
but we are going to pay.
Yeah.
And then generally, the rest of the things would follow what I have told you.
Yeah.
Even if you are a business, please save also 20%. Pastor, in our church, we encourage people that are doing business to tithe as a person, but also tithe as a business.
Yeah.
If you're doing a mobile money and your mobile money makes 100,000 of profit in a month, that's the commission that has come to you. After you pay yourself and pay the expenses, the profit of the business, tithe on it. Because there's a blessing that will come to your business, there's also a blessing that will come to you as a person when you also fulfill.
I think your ministry has done a great job in helping people in terms of raising business people. A lot has been taught. Some of the hard subjects in the Christian communities people struggle with is even fast fruit.
Exactly.
Yet I see that your ministry has done a great job teaching that.
Yes.
Yeah, some people go like, oh, how do I get all my 15 million and give it to the Lord at every beginning of every year?
Yeah.
But yet many blessings have come.
And I can tell you, I have struggled with it as well.
Yeah.
I am still also learning to, the way we do it is that the first month in our ministry, the first month total earning is our first fruit. And we
give it to the Lord.
To the Lord, to build the Lord's church. And we are still here. I mean, so the Lord has...
You did not die.
We haven't died yet. So, Destiny Matter followers, some of these tenets may sound simple.
Yes.
But they can lead you to total financial freedom.
Sure.
If you practice them.
Yeah. And I think it's part of the practice of the Abrahamic covenant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've been teaching people lately that this covenant of Abraham had practices.
Yes.
There are things that you had to do to
make sure to remain rooted in it.
Rooted in it.
Yeah. To remain rooted.
Because it's purely built on faith.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to have that faith, right? But today we don't want to go into all that. We want to keep you in your insurance business.
In my lane.
Yeah, but we much appreciate you, Mr. Lubandi, for coming over and spending time to come and talk to us. We would definitely plan something for you so you can educate our Uganda audience.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because insurance, to most of them, like what you said, mobile money sellers, people in the market, anyone can buy insurance.
Yes.
It has no limit.
Exactly. Anyone. There was a WhatsApp clip that went viral in, I think, April, May, where a certain gentleman was saying in their collective they are contributing about 100,000, and when their group somebody is lost, they are given about 10 million from insurance. That thing has demystified the insurance so much, so that I can tell you that there are certain ministries that have come to us as a church and said every time a member in our congregation loses a life, we pass a basket in church. And then for Tom, they can raise 200,000. For Mastula, they raise 5 million. And then pastor is faced with, why do they love Mastula more than Tom?
Yeah.
So there are certain ministries that have come to insurance people and say, for us as a congregation, we will do collective insurance. Can you design for us a product of as low as 3,000 shillings a month or 5,000 a month? So that when a member of the congregation loses a life, 5 million or 10 million is paid to the family through the church and through other organized groups like.
But you know that that's also another way to keep people in church.
Yes.
Because how can you live with your money behind?
Exactly. What if you live and something happens? You're leaving 3 or 5 million on the table.
I'm telling you.
This is very
That way.
So, and in saying this, what I'm saying is insurance has been demystified so much so that you don't have to have 100,000.
Yeah.
You can go as low as 2,000 shillings. The last deal I just did for a group somewhere in, I think, Ibanda or Rwanda, one of those, was where the people are going to be paying 2,500 shillings per month for a certain cover, which also includes hospitalization cash. Should you end up in a hospital, the insurer would pay you maybe 20,000 per day that you sleep in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. So please, for the followers of this program who will have an opportunity either to be watching us right now or many days later, even with as low as 500 shillings, you can get an insurance cover. But go and have a conversation, with your insurance provider.
I even love the fact that you tailor make.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody can walk in there with no idea.
Oh, yes.
Explains their problem.
Exactly.
And you say, you know what, we can do this for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wanted to encourage many churches and many people to pick up these ideas. We have a man who is very experienced in this, and also he's a Christian man, loves the Lord. I'm sure if you find him in his other life, he will open every scripture for you very, very, very well. But today we've talked insurance, and we're going to share that toll-free number that you can reach out. People who are in the diaspora, call NIC Assurance, and let's have this conversation. And you can also write to them on their email. So their emails are going to be shared.
Exactly.
And also,
there. So I think the producer will put them somewhere.
Yes.
Or should I read? I don't know.
Please read them. But
right.
Listen.
You could dial 0417 119947.
Yeah.
You'll be assisted. Or WhatsApp 0707 791476.
Yeah.
There will be a conversation that we will have with you and help you start your insurance journey.
So especially those who are planning to do investments back home, you're in the diaspora.
Exactly.
Why not insure or assure your investment?
Come, let's have a conversation.
We thank you so much, Mr. Anthony Lubandi,
all right,
for coming to Destiny Matters.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate the conversation, and let's appreciate the man of God here with us. Yeah, thank you for watching Destiny Matters. If you've loved this content and you want to be a part of what's happening, subscribe to our English YouTube channel now. Do it now. Hit that subscribe button. Hit on the bell to get every notification and never miss any of them. And we have major plans coming up. But until now, remember, your destiny truly matters in God.
Thank you for watching this edition of Destiny Matters. For more information, contact us on +256 700 102 040 or +256 756 444 707. And remember to like and subscribe. Destiny Matters. Christ is the formula.